Hello, welcome back to a writing vlog. It's been a little while since I've done one of these. I haven't really been in writing mode, so my whole plan of finishing my draft of Katy's book in the month of January did not happen. In fact, it is the 3rd of February now. On the plus side, I wrote, as of now, I've written 2,998 words in Katy's book today, which is very exciting. I finished 2 chapters in the last 24 hours, which is also very exciting. I wrote like 129 words last night, and then I kept writing past midnight, and so my counter resets at midnight, of course. So technically I wrote I think 600 words last night, and then so subtract 400 from my total today. That's a lot of math to do. But on the plus side, I finished 2 chapters in the past 24 hours is basically my point of this. And what's ended up happening is I added a chapter. Added 2 chapters, technically. So yes, but they kind of needed to happen. There's an action sequence that's happening near the end of the book. All of the tension is kind of ramping up, and I needed to have it from both points of view, really just to make it more dramatic, honestly, is what I'm doing. So I'm making this very dramatic, and I'm very happy with the way it's going. Yeah, and that's really what I have. I will say this book is very long right now. I do expect this. This is technically draft number 1. And there's already a lot of things. I have 2 pages of notes of things I want to change for the next draft, which is really funny. But as of right now, this draft is about 92,000 words, which is a lot of words. But I feel as though I must remind you all, I overwrite, and my last draft of this book was 150,000 words. So this one is looking to be at least 30,000 less than the last one, which is excellent. We would like that. And the funny thing is I didn't even complete some of the chapters in the last book, or in the last draft, because I couldn't do that. So I had a couple that I really wanted to actually go to the places that I was writing about, and I never did. So yes, we're working on it. But I do like the direction that this draft went, or is going, in comparison to the last one. I really like a lot of the changes that have been made, and I want to try, I don't know that I will, I want to try and finish this book within the next week or so. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chapters and an epilogue to write, and I think I can do it if I really focus and concentrate on doing it. I have Wednesday off this week, and excuse me, well, I do need to paint this room. I'm going to paint part of this room. I also would really like to get some more of the writing done, and if I can get through more, if I can try and write 2K a day, which is a lot to write. Don't get me wrong, I know that. But if I can try and write more, I think, and write consistently, I'm on a roll with this book right now. I'm feeling this. I'm feeling the stories. In fact, I'm going back to the brothers' stories, and I'm you know what? Maybe I do actually want to work on these at some point. But I don't know if I will. I haven't decided what's going on after this. As far as all the characters, I have enough characters. It's a pretty big cast. I think I have 8 characters that are generally introduced, that are talked about routinely. 10 actually, I'm sorry, 10 characters that are just routinely talked about throughout the book, and I'm going through, and I do need to try and figure out what characters need to be there and what characters don't. So I think I'm going to try and keep it at 10, no more than that, because I do have other kind of smaller side characters that are important. And I was going to see if I can kind of bring that down, because I think it's just too big of a cast right now for this type of book. So, need to work on that. Yes. So that's my writing update. I'm gonna write a little bit more. I think tonight I'm gonna try and finish at least this scene. Probably not this chapter because it's 10 o'clock at night. But I'm gonna try and finish this scene. So yes, I have tea because it's 10 o'clock at night and I'm not drinking coffee at 10 o'clock at night. But I've also gotten distracted and I'm making bookmarks. So I'm making bookmarks for when Callie and I go to both a Polycon and then we're going to go to Romance Con later on this year. And last year when we were at Romance Con, someone had this genius idea. I had never heard of it before. I'm sure it's a thing that people do all the time at conventions. But they were handing out bookmarks that had a QR code for either like their link tree or for their Instagram on them, and that's how you directly followed people. I was like, that is honestly genius. That's such a good idea. And I'm gonna try and do that with YouTube. So we'll see what happens. I see if I can figure it out. So yeah, I got distracted. But I'm gonna go back to writing my really tense scene now. But the chapter 4 of Poppy Playtime has dropped, and so I'm actually watching Gab Smolders play it right now. And then I'll probably go and watch Jack play it. So Jacksepticeye play it, because those are the two I watch for Poppy Playtime. And Markiplier, but I don't know if he's going to play it or not anytime soon, which is fine. I get it. He's got a lot going on, so we'll see. I'm watching Gab Smolders play it right now, though, so I'm enjoying it. Also, my hands are super dry and my skin just like peeling off and it's really gross. So, we're gonna get to doing some writing. This office is a mess. You can't tell. This is a side table that's behind me because I'm painting that side of the room. And like I actually can't really move this chair because all of the books that were on the bookshelf that I had over there are on the floor behind me. So, yeah, it's a mess. It's just a mess. And I also haven't read anything yet today, and I really would like to. So maybe I'll stop and read a chapter of something and then move on. I don't know. But we'll see. That's my update. I've said that like 6 times, but that's okay. All right. We'll talk to you later. I don't know why I saluted. I'm all over the place. All right. It's the next morning. It is the 4th of February. I wanted to give you a little bit of an update on my reading. Last night, I ended up writing before midnight 3,712 words in Katy's book, and then adding an extra 661 words this morning. And then I fell down a rabbit hole, and I've been on Pinterest making boards for my fantasy projects, which is super exciting. I cannot wait to dive back into those. Project Basil and my secret project. So I'm so excited. I kind of shared some of it with Callie. She's kind of excited, I think, too. So that's really exciting. How many times can I say excited? Quite a few. Lana, you're not getting lunch right now. You only get lunch when I stay home for the day, and I don't stay home until tomorrow. You're incorrigible today. Gosh, it's been nonstop. This cat has been nonstop this morning. Ever since like 8 o'clock, she's like, I want lunch. I want lunch. It's not lunchtime, kitty. I know, you're fading away to nothing. Ugh. But I wanted to give you guys an update. I'm super excited about these projects, and now my Pinterest board is great. It is combination of like romance quotes and like romance kind of vignette like scenes, you can like pictures and stuff, and then it's got some witchy stuff on there for different project I play in every once in a while, and then it's got high fantasy scenes and epic landscape scenes with magical creatures, and that is it. That's what's on my page. And then pirate ships. Yes. So, and then all the ads. But yeah, that's what my Pinterest board is right now. And yeah, I just wanted to share that because I think it's kind of funny. So, yes. But that's my update. All right. So, it is now 10:30 at night. On the 4th, I'm speaking quietly because John's asleep. He's got a bad headache, so send him to bed. I wanted to do a writing update for my goal of trying to finish my book in 1 week, which is going. It's going, and it's honestly, weirdly, going well. I jinx myself saying that now, knock on wood. But I wrote 2,756 pages today. And I finished 2 more chapters. Yeah. No, I finished 1 chapter. Yeah. Well, I finished 2 chapters in the past 24 hours. But yeah, that does include what I wrote last night before going to bed. I'm now about to start chapter 27. There are 30 chapters. I'm almost there. So it's kind of funny to me because this is technically draft. So this is actually I guess my second draft of this book. The first draft was 150,000 words. And the problem with that was I didn't actually finish it. I had several chapters that I wrote add scene here or want this to happen here. And I didn't have a lot of names of places. I'm still missing a couple details for this draft. But what I can say is that I'm going to finish this book. And I'm very excited about that. There are a lot of changes I'm going to need to make, but that's okay. That's not a bad thing. They're drafts for a reason. Everything has to start somewhere. If I don't write it, I can't correct it. I can't edit it if I don't write it. So I think I'm going to start this chapter tonight. I'm going to start a little bit. I have also noticed the last couple chapters are a bit shorter, and I think I like that pacing better. I think I have a pacing problem in this draft. I think my pacing is way too slow. I really need to speed it up for a romance and for a thriller. It needs to be faster, a faster paced book. And I always overwrite. That is a thing that I do. That is a thing I know I do. So I think I need to go back and I need to edit stuff down. I'm still probably going to have the 30 chapters, but I think I need to edit it down. A couple things are going to be replaced. I'm going to rearrange some plots. Some details aren't what I want them to be. And because of that, there will be more drafts. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. I've said that already. But yeah, so I have 3 chapters in the epilogue. My climax has happened, and now we're in the resolution of it. I wrote the climax for the past 2 days. It was great. I think it was really well done. I really liked it. Obviously, need edits and all that kind of stuff. Again, this is word vomit on pages. I'm really happy with it though. So we're going to continue. I'm going to go for probably another hour, do some writing, and we'll see where we end up. I've got my soup bowl of tea. It's actually a teacup, supposedly, or a mug, but I don't know. Feels like I'm drinking out of a bowl. But I have my tea. Here we go.
I know that I haven't been who I was. I am supposed to be the one you can trust. I feel so useless 'cause I let you down. I hope there's some way I can make it alright, 'cause I know that you deserve much more than this. If you give me one more chance, I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm not without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. Ooh, I just don't know what to do if you go. Ooh, take you places that you've never been. I would give you the world if you let me try again. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I want you to know that I'm lost without you. I'm known without you. I hope I can show what you mean to me, 'cause I don't know what to do if you go. I just don't know what to do if you go. Yeah, just give me one more chance. I swear I'll try my best to always be there. And I
Right. It's Thursday. And it's 10 o'clock at night, and I'm about done. I'm just not able to focus today. That being said, I wrote apparently 754 words. Is that what I have? Yeah, 754 words in Katy's book today, which isn't bad, but that's not going to get me done in the next 3 days. So we'll see how this goes. I only wrote 41 pages, 41 pages to be great, 41 words yesterday. I was not feeling it. So yes, and then today I'm having this. So yesterday, the reason that I wrote so few on the 5th is because I did what we call a big sit. So I'm sure some of you have heard of this, but it's an ADHD thing where basically you sit down with your phone, plan to be like, I'm going to sit down for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, and then I'll get up and I'll do stuff. I sat down thinking to do that, and I did a big sit. I sat for 4 hours on my phone. I did almost nothing yesterday. That's why a video didn't go up on Wednesday. That's why I'm behind on things, and that's why I only wrote 41 words. I was not feeling it at all. I got very little done. I did paint a wall, but it's all already set up, so I didn't have to do much for that. But I painted a wall. There you go. And then today I actually had a fan fiction idea that I couldn't get out of my head. So I wrote that during my normal writing time. And then tonight, as I've been sitting here, I've been watching some booktube in the background while I'm writing, and I'm just not focusing on anything. I'm not feeling motivated currently, which is really unfortunate. I wanted to try and do 2K a day. Did not work. I am planning on doing that either later this month or next month. I'm going to do 2K a day for a week, see how that goes. But for now, honestly, I got over 700 words written. I'm pretty happy with that. I didn't quite finish this chapter. It's about 1,300 words right now. I'm guessing it's going to be about maybe 2,000, maybe 1,600. I don't know. There isn't a lot that needs to happen in this scene or in this chapter, but I'm okay with that right now. This is kind of right after the conflict happened, and now we're calming down. And so it's like, okay, so now what? Now what happens? So, yes. But I finished my tea, and I think I'm going to go read, honestly. I'm just not... I need to go do something else. Just isn't working right now, apparently. So, I'm going to go read. Go hang out with John, because he's watching a show. So I'm going to go read. Alright, I'll talk to you guys later. Alright, so it's the 9th. I didn't film the past couple days. I'm sorry about that. I've been really bad about it. But let me do a little update on my writing, because I've basically finished the book. The only thing I haven't written is the epilogue. And I have 2 possible epilogues. I'm like 90% sure which one I'm going to do. But that's the only thing I haven't written yet in this book. And let me tell you one of the reasons why. So we're gonna go back to, I think the 6th was the last day I filmed. The 6th I filmed I wrote 754 words. On the 7th, I wrote 879 words. And then on the 8th, I wrote 1,091 words, all in Katy's book. And I finished the main book. Again, all I have left is the epilogue, which I know is very important for romance books. So I do plan on having one. And yeah, so as of this moment, Katy's book is 97,740 words. Is that excessive? Yes, that is very excessive. That is a bit long for my taste. And there's a couple things I'm going to change, there's a couple things I'm going to add, a couple things I'm going to remove. And I have a whole page that I've been making notes while I've been writing this book about things that I want to change. Which is fine. That's how it seems that works for me, and we're going to go with that. I'm so excited. So this is really the first time I've actually finished this book. I got through the majority of scenes in my last draft, but I didn't get through all of them. They're all closed, except for the epilogue. They're all closed. Now, the other thing that I did realize about these is that this book only has 27 chapters. So I say only. I am going to probably end up going through, and there's probably going to be more. I'm probably going to split some of the chapters that I have into 2 chapters, or I'm going to combine them. Some of the chapters are like 6,000 words, others are 2,000 words. So it all kind of depends on the scenes that are happening. So I have to decide whether or not I'm okay with that, or if I want to try and shorten them all, make them all just a little bit shorter, and make it just a shorter book in general. But I finished the draft. I have the entire thing laid out, and I'm so excited about this. This has been a long time coming. I'm very late on getting this done. Like, my deadline was last month at this time. But I did it. I did the thing. My original deadline was actually like November, but we don't talk about that. But I did. I finished it. I finished it on February 9th. I finished my first draft of this book, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited about it. So, yes, that's my update. So now what? I finished Katy's book. I've finished this draft of Katy's book, so I'm saying that I have draft 1 done. I'm happy with where it's at. Do I want to change things? Yes. Will I change them? Also, yes. But what I know a lot of people do at this point in their writing is that they will move on to the next draft and start it immediately because you're already in the mental space for this book. I can't do that. Unfortunately, that's not how I operate. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be jumping into a different project, one that I've already started, and this is Project Basil, which I have discussed a couple times. And I've kind of clarified Project Basil a little bit as far as what it is. It is a gas lamp fantasy, which is a fantasy that focuses on magical elements and supernatural creatures more than anything else, and that's exactly what this is. Project Basil, if you guys remember when I first started this channel, was a cozy mystery, a cozy supernatural mystery book that I was writing, and it's kind of evolved since then. It is a trilogy of Gaslamp fantasy books that take place in a fantasy world that I have created. And so I finally have been able to work enough on this that I know what I'm doing, and I'm very excited for it. So I will be jumping into that. I'm going to write a couple chapters in that one, and then I'm going to jump into a different romance book. So that one is going to be my cowboy romance that I'm writing, which is called Project Melody. And Project Melody is going to be my next draft. I'm going to basically draft 1 of that book as well, because what I ended up doing is I wrote a 0 draft, so I just dumped my thoughts onto a page, and they kind of make sense, it kind of works, but it doesn't really fully work. So I'm going to actually draft it out, and I'm actually going to write it. So that's where we're going next, is we're jumping into those. I will say, as far as Katy's book goes, am I fully satisfied with where this book is at? Of course not. Of course not. Does it need more drafts? Yes, definitely. I plan on having at least 4 drafts of this book. Like, that is my plan. I'll probably end up with 5 or 6, honestly, just with how I write and how much I need to get things right in order to be satisfied with them. Is there going to be a point where I'm just going to have to be like, this is as good as it's going to get? Yes, there will be. I'm not there. I am not there at all. This book is super, like, it's still super new. I changed a lot of things in this draft, but I like where it's going. I like how it is wrapping up. I like how it is all piecing together, and a lot of things are making more sense. They're flowing much better, especially than my 0 draft that I wrote. Whew. So, yeah, and it's shorter. Guys, this is, like, shorter by almost 50,000 words. And I still got the point across. So I can do it. Like I've said before, I am a chronic overwriter. I overwrite like no other because... Hi, Kitty. Yeah. There you go. I overwrite because I can always take things out, and that's always easier for me than putting more in. The ending for this isn't my favorite. I like how it kind of wrapped up, but I feel like there's more I need to add something so it doesn't just like, and the end. So I don't know, we'll kind of play with that. Maybe the epilogue will help with that. Maybe that'll be all I need. But as of right now, it's done. I'm happy with this. You can see the kitty. She's right there. She's grumpy because she only got 3 meals today. And she thinks she should be fed constantly. So, there you go. But, yes, so that's what I got. That's my update, and that's going to be this vlog. I did technically finish this book in a week. That's a lot. What I also ended up doing, because I know you guys are probably wondering, I originally started with 29 chapters. I started writing chapter 28 and went, this doesn't need to be here. There is nothing happening in this chapter. I had no idea for what else needed to happen to wrap up this book. And chapter 29 was the exact same. So I got rid of them. And now I have 27 chapters and an epilogue. There we go. And that's it. That's all it is. So that's what I got. If you got any questions, let me know. If you have any advice, let me know. What do I do now? But no, it's good. I'm very happy with where it's at, and I cannot wait to dive into my other stories and come back to this one. And I will come back to this one. The plan, I believe, where's my planner thing? I plan to come back and edit this in April and write draft 2 in June. That is, as of right now, those are my goals. So we'll see how it goes. I honestly don't know. We'll see. And yes, that's where we're at. I'm so excited. I cannot express how excited I am for this, guys. I really am. So, yes, but that's my update. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, please. It really does help me out in the long run. And if you get all the way through this video, have nothing to say, then just put, like, a leaf emoji, because I'll be hopping into Project Basil next. So, add some leaves. Yay. But that's what I got. And until next time, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, keep reading, and keep moving forward.